Ladies and gents, welcome to something I've been waiting for a very long time, and that is VHS or Video Horror Society. Now, if you're anything like me and you've been waiting for this game for however many months, you are as hyped as I am to finally start playing it. I did eventually download it today. A game came out a couple days ago, and I've played a bit, but I have not played it enough to really feel like I can make content about the in-game mechanics yet. However, I do want to talk about the main screen, about everything that goes on when you launch the game for the very first time, because some of this stuff is a bit complicated and takes some time to figure out. So I figured, hey, let's just go over that here together. So I'm going to do this as quick as possible. Let's jump straight into it. When you first open the game, the first thing you might want to do is change your audio and your control settings. You can do that by either just pressing escape or clicking here, top right. And then once you do that, you have options. You have your game settings here, video settings, which might be important, and then obviously audio is important, and mouse and keyboard. If you scroll down, you've got your binds here. So that's number one. That's your first priority. Then to select what you're gonna play, you can click here as play as teen or play as monster, and doing that is gonna change some stuff later on. So since I'm playing teen mostly, or only for now, I'll select this. Your region is going to be on US, I think, West by default, so change this to whatever you want to play on. Obviously, the closer that region is to you, the better it is for your ping. So for me, that's going to be Europe. Tutorials and training, this is how you can learn the mechanics of the game. However, I will say that I tried to do the tutorial as a teen, and I got stuck in it. I couldn't do anything. Like, the game just bugged out, so I had to restart it, and I haven't tried it since. So you can try these, but I think the best learning experience is just either watching some videos or just playing the game. Until, you know, maybe this is fixed, or maybe it was just an issue on my side. I'm not entirely sure, but you can get into that when you do. Prize boxes, these are kind of like loot boxes, which you can buy from the store. Maybe you can also unlock them a different way. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm not gonna get into that. First thing, or something you can also do in this main screen, is select your character from here. Now you can do it in like later in game. You can do it when you're doing your loadout, but this menu basically stays here wherever you are. So you can select between the teens here and then the monsters. I'm gonna just stay on Jess for now, just like that. And at the very bottom, you have these movies. And these are, the way I see it, I'm not entirely sure if that's an exact representation, but these are like your missions, things you do to gain points. So for example, you see these tokens here, like this currency that equivalates. The equivalent of that is what you see here in the top right, which you can then later use in the store. I'll get to that in a second. So you have some specific to the character. And then you also have rentals, which are for a set period of time. So, for example, all of these are specific to Jess, right? If I close out of this and I select Faith, for example, and I click rentals, they'll all be for Faith. So they're specific to a character. But there's temporary rentals that will be just, they will be time-based and they'll be random. So, for example, any teen, any monster, any monster. So there's nothing... No specific character you have to use to do those kinds of things. Now, these are time-based, and from what I can gather, they are going to cost a currency to unlock, I think. I'm not entirely sure yet. I don't know where I saw it earlier, but... Oh yeah, here it is. For example, these... Oh, actually, no, my bad, sorry. I think you need to unlock a movie for a specific character to then get the next ones. But the way it says rent, I'm actually not entirely sure how it works. For example, this, it did say rented, so maybe we got them for... Oh, I guess maybe that's just because it's supposed to be... Okay, you know what? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going to skip over that for now. Either way, they are time-based, so it is a way for the game to try to get you to play the game as much as possible. But yeah, the rentals I'm not entirely sure about just yet. I'm gonna start off with the store, and then we'll get into the next part. The movies, obviously, is the same as this down here. Just a different menu. Okay, when we open the store, there's gonna be some, like, limited things specific to a day or a week. This is the case for pretty much every game. Like, every game has one. You have daily drops in this game. So every day you log in, you can click here to claim. Oh, this is free? Wait. Let me just unlock this real quick. I didn't know this was free. I saw someone wear this earlier. Okay, continue. Anyway, apparently that's for free, so might as well want to claim that. These drops are also free, and then there will be limited time things here. And then if you're interested in buying one of the founder packs, you could do that here on the right side as well. Let me just wait for the menu to change. Yeah, you can buy these. You can click on them specifically and then view content to see what's in them. It'll be a bit laggy once you click view content for some reason, but yeah, you'll be able to see that. Those are the founder packs, so the second menu. Third menu is the boxes. Now, I don't have enough currency to know what's in the boxes yet. I can't really tell you what's in, but I'm sure there's going to be box opening videos somewhere online. And then lastly, the fan box. This is the equivalent of the purchasable currency you use to buy specific skins with. So for example, this skin is limited to fan bucks only, whereas the other skin you can buy with the other currency. I think they're called Flux. Yeah. Alright, that being said, we'll get into the more complicated part, the loadout and the journeys. Now we're going to start off with the journeys. If you select any given character, you can click on journey and you've got 3 acts here. Now every time in-game you level up with a character, you unlock an aura point. Now, I think the aura points, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the aura points are universal. So if I level up with Jess, I get an aura point that I can spend on Faith, for example. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Now, once you get an aura point, you can spend them here. Now, let's say I only want to play Jess. I'm on Jess's menu. The first thing you're going to unlock here is your first perk, right? This is something you have to unlock. I'll switch to a character I've never played or spent anything on. And if I go to, if I go to Journey, the only thing I can buy... Oh, sorry, the aura points are specific to a character, my bad. So you have to play that specific character to unlock their path. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, the first thing you get is their perk. Right, you have to get their perk. Now, let me switch back to Jess. Eventually, you're going to reach the end of an act, and you have to spend 22 aura points to unlock the end of an act. So at level 22 on a character, if you get an aura point every level, which I think you should, you'll be able to fully unlock an act, right? Once you fully unlock an act, that perk, the tier 1 perks you've unlocked on that character will be available on other characters. Sort of like how teachable perks work in Dead by Daylight. Now, throughout this, I almost want to call it the Blood Web. Throughout the journey, you have like random things here. For example, you have just the perks. So every character has 3 perks. So you start off with this one, for example, which is one of Jess's perks, and then you got this one and this one as well. We also, for example, have perk slots, yeah, perk points, which also I'll get to in just a second. Which basically allows your character to be more loaded. The more perk points you have, the more perks you can use. Because perks have a specific value, and again, I'll get into that when the time comes. Now there's the 3 acts, and so if I'm not mistaken, that should be 66 levels on a character to get that entire act completed. You can also get mystery rewards, and I think I'm going to open one right now. I have never done that, but I'm going to just do that and see what it gives me. Oh, this is a perk slot. Okay. I think that makes sense. Perks in your character's load. Okay, well, I'll get into perks in just a second. So, I have a choice. Either go for a perk point or perk slot, but they cost 1. So I kind of have to calculate the fastest way to get down this act. I think I'll probably just end up going like this. You know what? We'll get this mysterious reward. Claiming. And okay, let's click on style, stickers, and I think I already had these, so this is one. This is not what I got. Let me go back. Noisemaker. Begin the match with a noisemaker pickup. Okay, not entirely sure what that does. Again, pretty new to the game as well, so I'm guessing this is something specific to each character. Okay. Okay, so quick side note, the noisemaker is basically an offering compared to DBD. It's something you use before the match, you spawn in with, and it does a specific thing. In this case, a noisemaker is an item that you can put down that kind of triggers when the monster passes by. But you can get different kinds of offerings from this. You can also actually get cosmetics or currency from this. So yeah. So for the perks, I'm going to take just as an example again. Since I've unlocked one journey point and I've gotten this perk, Silent Shadow 1. Oops. I can go to our perks and I'll have Silent Shadow 1. Now, a perk has an amount of points connected to it. It's like a cost price to equip that perk. Now, obviously, it's not limited. It just means that your full loadout can only hold a specific amount of points. Now, I'm going to show you the only perks I have unlocked on Jess right now is just this one perk, because I haven't spent any journeys. If I switch character to, for example, Faith, I have Secret Admirer, which is a perk I've gotten because I have done 1 point into her journey, right? If I go down to Jess's perks, this one is locked. Why? Because if I want this perk, or this perk, or this perk, I need to complete the entire Act 1 of Jess to be able to unlock it on either Fade, Red, Leo, Gloria, etc. Right? Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because Faith actually, this perk costs 4 points. So, perks have different values. Oops. The perk points available is this in your journey. So the more you have of this, the more perk points you can have. And these are slots. So slots would be this, right? If I have 2 slots, I can equip 2 perks as long as I have enough perk points to equip both. So let's say I unlock another perk slot, but I don't unlock any new perk points, right? That means that the next perk can only cost 1 perk point. So in order to get a full build, I need both perk slots and perk points. Now, with this being known, I would suggest that first thing you do when you get into the game before you even start playing is just going through all of the perks and seeing what you think is coolest. For example, I like Jess's stuff because, for example, this perk right here, when you fail a skill check, the monster won't be alerted to your presence. Right? You can also see how much those perk slots cost. This is good for me because I think I'm going to occasionally fail skill checks. So I want to get this perk mastered as quick as I can so I can equip it on other characters. For example, for Faith, I really like this perk as well, where your healing actions will be performed at 18% bonus speed. So I know that the next character I'm probably going to level up in my journey is going to be Faith. I would do the same thing for each and every character, see what you like. Whichever perk you like the most, I would recommend just getting that character leveled up. Same with Dead by Daylight, really, although now that the prestige system has changed a bit, you know, the whole system has changed as well. But the essence is the same, where you should level the characters whose perks you like the most first, right? And so eventually you'll have all the perks you want, and then you can level up the character that you want to play, and you'll have all those perks on them. You don't have to do it that way, but I think that's just the most efficient way to do it. Right, that's perks. Last 2 things is your style and your weapons. Now your weapons, basically, in-game, if you use a specific weapon, you get XP for that. And if you level them up, you can get different weapons in each category. Oops, in each category. Now, the mods and all that stuff, I haven't really gotten into. But just as like an example, for the burn category, you start with a flamethrower. That's the first weapon you can craft. If you get enough XP, the next thing you can get is a firebomb or a Molotov, and then you get a solar flare. You can upgrade each one apparently, which I didn't even know. Yeah, this is a menu I haven't really figured out yet. This is something I think is pretty intuitive once you'll get there, and I hope it will be for me as well. And then lastly, style. This is where you can do your customization. So as you saw earlier, I equipped. I got like the Pride bundle. So for example, for each and every character, I kind of like that. For each and every character, you can go through the kind of stuff you want to select on them. So since Jess is my main character, costumes, which I think you'd have to buy. Skins is usually going to be the hair. And then you actually have quite a lot of customization. Head is going to be the top. Face is going to be usually either glasses or accessories. Eyes will be glasses actually, sorry. Outer would be whatever you're wearing, like on top. Top would just be your shirt, hands, in this case, wristbands, but I do think for some characters there's probably going to be gloves. Got your legs, your socks, your shoes. And then you've got emotes as well, which I haven't really equipped yet. Let's see. I think point, because that's, the DBD. Oh, they're already all equipped. All right, okay. Stickers, which you can spray, but I'm not entirely sure how. So let's just put this one, for example. Let's put it there. And then spectrals, obviously, when you die, your spectral, which I don't think is as important because your screen goes kind of grayscale. But yeah. Anyway, that's VHS. That is the main menu. I hope this video helped. I am having a blast learning the game right now. Having a bit of issues playing against Werewolf, but I'm hoping to get better at the game as quickly as I can. And hope you guys enjoy the game as well. See you in the next one. Goodbye.